Special modes. In other words, these weird things like the T or S, like here is an S, when they show up in the permissions for a file or directory. Here it's for a directory. Here it's also for a directory. For the system admin to not be bothered solving permission problems all the time, special access rights can be given to entire directories or to separate programs. There are 3 special modes: sticky bit mode, SUID, and SGID. SGID. Sticky bit mode. After execution of a job, the command is kept in the system memory. Originally, this was a feature used a lot to save memory. Big jobs are loaded into memory only once. But these days, memory is inexpensive, and there are better techniques to manage it, so it is not used anymore for its optimizing capabilities on single files. When applied to an entire directory, however, the sticky bit has a different meaning. In that case, a user can only change files in this directory when she is the user owner of the file, or when the file has appropriate permissions. This feature is used on directories like vartemp that have to be accessible for everyone, but where it is not appropriate for users to change or delete each other's data. The sticky bit is indicated by a T at the end of the file permission field, like this. The sticky bit is set using the command chmod o plus t directory. SUID, set user ID, and SGID, set group ID, represented by the character S in the user or group permission field. When this mode is set on an executable file, it will run with the user and group permissions on the file instead of with those of the user issuing the command, thus giving access to system resources. We will discuss this further in Chapter 4. SGID set group ID on a directory. In this special case, every file created in the directory will have the same group owner as the directory itself, while normal behavior would be that new files are owned by the users who create them. This way, users don't need to worry about file ownership when sharing directories. Okay, remember it said represented by the character S in the user or group permission field? Okay, this example shows the S in the group field. It could be just as well be in this field, and the effect would be the same. I don't know how it decides if it should be here or here. I guess depending on whether the owner has execute permission on, in this case, a file, in this case, a directory. This is the standard way of sharing files in Unix, and we're talking about all of the modes, the special modes and the regular modes. Existing files are left unchanged. Files that are being moved to the SGID directory, which is, let's see here, which is the case over here, but were created elsewhere, keep their original user and group owner.